Every second of every day, millions of users hit the exact same digital border crossing. It is the most heavily trafficked piece of real estate on the internet, the Google account sign-in page. We interact with this page so often that our brains essentially stop rendering it. We look right past the text, processing the screen as nothing but a blank white box waiting for us to type our name. This diagram illustrates what is actually happening. That minimal interface must simultaneously operate as a high-security vault, an isolated privacy shield, and a dynamic translator for over 4 billion people. To understand the engineering required to pull that off, we are going to tear down the user interface text, from the very top to the very bottom. Dissecting the few dozen words scattered across this screen exposes the invisible systems that govern access to the modern web. Focusing here at the top of the page, we have the primary input fields, email or phone, and the prompt for a forgotten email. This logic tree shows what happens behind the scenes. The millisecond you begin typing your identifier, you ping a massive authentication network. The system cross-references your input against location data, device history, and behavioral anomalies to verify you. Directly below that, the text shifts to conditional instructions. Not your computer, use a private browsing window. As this diagram shifts, it visualizes a sandboxed environment, fencing off a temporary session, ensuring no cookies or data bleed into the local hardware. Logging into a personal account on a public library computer or a hotel kiosk exposes your data to subsequent users. Guest mode prevents that by creating a self-destructing workspace. These top lines of text operate as proactive frontline defense mechanisms, deployed long before you ever type a password. Moving down the page reveals the largest block of data present. Looking at this typographic collage, we can see a fraction of a massive drop-down index containing over 70 languages, featuring scripts like Hindi, Marathi, and Gujarati. The early internet defaulted heavily to English. Today, global platforms must adapt to billions of users operating in entirely different linguistic frameworks. This comparison chart demonstrates the technical process of localization. Translation is simply swapping words. Localization dictates the structural rendering of the page itself. It alters character spacing, adjusts text direction, and resizes UI containers to accommodate complex scripts without breaking the visual design. Engineering this screen for Hindi ensures that a user logging in from Mumbai experiences a native, frictionless entry point, rather than wrestling with a clunky, poorly formatted foreign port. That drop-down menu turns the interface into a dynamic mirror, morphing in real time to match the linguistic reality of the person viewing it. Down in the extreme bottom right corner, the text shrinks to 3 final words: help, privacy, and terms. The top of the page acts as a technical gateway. The bottom of the page acts as a rigid legal gateway. This map visualizes how the next button triggers global data frameworks. Clicking through binds the user to international terms of service that dictate exactly how their data can be stored, analyzed, and monetized. A single click implies sweeping legal consent. The specific regulations applied, whether it's the GDPR in Europe or state-level privacy laws in the US, vary wildly based entirely on the physical country the user is clicking from. Those tiny footer links secure the legal survival of the tech giant, matching the way the top input fields secure the digital privacy of the individual. We return to the paradox we started with. Millions of people look at this page every day and see nothing but a boring blank box. That perceived invisibility stands as the ultimate proof of its engineering success. Complex friction has been entirely abstracted away from the user. Hidden within this minimal layout is a security vault checking behavioral anomalies, a cultural mirror rearranging structural code, and a legal binding adapting to international borders. This interface operates as a highly secure, globally localized digital passport. The next time you encounter this mundane white screen, you can recognize the massive multilingual infrastructure silently working in the background to connect you to the rest of the world.